People of the World Wide Web, let's talk about it, the All-Star Game. It's flashy, it's fun, it's a mid-season celebration where the best of the best come together to remind us that now we can start paying attention to the basketball season. Just kidding. But here's the twist. The All-Star Game isn't just a game. It's a resume booster, a legacy builder, and for some players, the golden ticket to basketball immortality. Now, you might think the All-Star Game is just a glorified exhibition where only offense is played, right? Wrong. Being selected to an All-Star team isn't just about showing up and having fun. It's about being recognized as one of the elite. And let's be real, those All-Star nods can carry more weight than Mr. Krabs' daughter. It's like the ultimate job reference. When people are debating whether a player belongs in the Hall of Fame, they're not just looking at championship rings or scoring averages. They're counting those All-Star appearances. It's a shorthand for greatness, a quick way to say, this player mattered. Take a look at the legends in the Hall of Fame. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. These guys didn't just have All-Star appearances, they defined the All-Star Game. For them, it wasn't just a recognition, it was another stage to dominate. And when the Hall of Fame committee looks at their careers, those All-Star selections are like gold stars on a report card. But it's not just the mega legends. Think about someone like Joe Dumars. He wasn't a flashy player, but 6 All-Star appearances helped solidify his Hall of Fame case. It's a validation that goes beyond the box score. It's saying, hey, this guy was one of the best in his time. But not everyone gets their ticket punched, and that's where things get interesting. Being snubbed from the All-Star Game can feel like a slap in the face, especially if you're putting up career numbers. It's not just about the ego, it's about how history will remember you. Mike Conley, for years, was considered one of the most hoop-em-up point guard never to make an All-Star team. And you know what? That label stuck with him. It wasn't until he finally got in as an injury replacement that people could stop using that qualifier. And even still some don't respect it. And the Hall of Fame voters don't put an asterisk next to almost. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, fan voting. Every year, there's at least one player who gets a boost because the fans love them. And hey, that's great for the game's popularity, but let's not pretend it doesn't mess with the legacy conversation. Remember when Zaza Pachulia nearly made the starting lineup? Fans in Georgia, the country not the state, rallied so hard it almost became a reality. And sure, it's fun, but it raises the question, should the All-Star Game be about the best players or just the most popular ones? At the end of the day, it's the end of the day, and the All-Star Game is a balancing act. For players like Tim Duncan, who quietly racked up All-Star appearances without making much noise, it's a nice feather in the cap. For others like Vince Carter, the lack of as many All-Star nods as you might expect doesn't overshadow the legacy of highlight reel dunks and unforgettable moments. It's a part of the puzzle, not the whole picture. A player's legacy is built on consistency, impact, and those big game moments. But let's be honest, when you're counting rings, MVPs, and all-NBA teams, a few All-Star selections can tip the scales. So, does the All-Star Game define a player's career? Not entirely, but it sure doesn't hurt. It's like the cherry on top of a great sundae. You can have the ice cream without it, but people will always ask, where's the cherry? Thanks for tuning in. Whether you're an all-star on the court or just in your own life, remember, it's about showing up, making your mark, and leaving a legacy. We'll catch you next time.